Oh my god, I just had it perfectly. And right when I was, starting I think that would be the preferred brightness. Alright, so hello, this is Mr. Pokemon 907, and welcome to this is now episode 20 of my interesting number of what's going to be happening in this episode for sure. I'd say easily this is where Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak picks up for sure. Where the game I'd even see it peaks. This is my little sister's account. Um, nothing was done with it. She played like a few minutes, I even believe. This is like from my Nintendo Switch 1 even. All three of these actually, these sent over here. These were sent over. I just never deleted this because, it's my little sister and she isn't even on the same side of the world as I am right now. And, family stuff, I just keep it there. The other one is what I intend to use for, games that don't have multiple save file slots that I could, do some YouTube series with. And I did research on volume is up. I did research on Google and stuff like that. Like I bought with my Wolf, with my original account that I do everything on. Um, I got the DLC for many games, years ago, even Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Scarlet, stuff like that. And it is so nice Nintendo did that. The DLC shares between accounts on one system. So I definitely would be able to do some series, later down the road, kind of recent, kind of soon, recent, kind of soon from now, whenever I feel. And that's convenient as hell because I thought it'd be a lot more stressful than that. Like maybe having to purchase multiple times, between each account having to and stuff like that. No, once it's bought by one person on the system, the other accounts do are allowed to use the DLC. That is awesome as hell. So I have a lot of games I've been playing for years, and I'm just gonna be able now to. So this is my personal. I was playing through some event missions and stuff that I never did before because this game is massive. um, just doing stuff on my personal time instead of only playing for YouTube. Um, you know, keeping my master rank. I was the mission that I was most recently doing. I've been forging all the armors I can that I haven't for the master rank section. Money is kind of low. There's an event quest that literally gives you a bunch of steel eggs and a bunch of platinum eggs. Um, every time you complete it, but it isn't really the simplest. It pits you against a magma almudron and a Rajang. At least it isn't a furious Rajang. That would have been insane. At the same time, you've only got to take down one of them though, at least the Rajang, and you get a bunch of like money items. All right, so we're in the hub now, leaving the village quest behind. All right, so the thing about it is though the cutscenes, right? There's some monsters that I haven't done yet. I think. Um, I did a Tigrex already, did I? No. Um, the I find it really odd. I find it interesting. The monsters, the cutscenes do not unlock. I think when you're playing in the hub, they unlock in the villager quest. That's what it seems like to me. Um, so there's a Somnicanth, and I'll be doing these on a random sometimes when I get further into the game. Maybe when I reach the DLC section, I'm gonna be doing just jumping back randomly and doing some of these, and I'll be just finishing these off in like no like 3 minutes or something each. So it'll just be a little snippet of fighting one and kind of showing how bad we're gonna be like on fearing these monsters. Once reaching that level, I'm gonna be just dishing out the pain. Alright, so I'm going to return to those, get some more cutscenes into the series randomly. But as of right now, this is 4-star urgent quest. We're going to be taking on the Apex Arzers. Alright, so the blue Apex. Let's see what it says. From Guildmaster Hojo. MK907. You must leap into action at once. The approaching Rampage horde is led by an Apex Arzuros. Since it's too strong to take down, focus on defending the stronghold. As long as it's protected, victory is ours. Defend the gate, inflict a status ailment, repel against cannon. Those like the main objectives at the top there. Repel using cannon, gather drop materials, set up hunting installations. That's me laughing in case you know some dishonest bitch thinking that I'm sick or no. Repel using a weapon. A what? I said defend against cannon, some shit like that. Anyway, alright, so final gate is destroyed. That's the way that you feel this one. Alright, so let's just go on. I think my armor is fine. This is all maxed out. Currently what it can do in the game. This is low rank though. This is low rank Magnum Malo armor. There's going to be high rank armor, and then there's going to be master rank armor after that. So let's just go on. Let's just go on. Get this over with. That I can unlock 4-star and yeah, begin my trek into dying. Yeah. Whoa! Look at the supplied item count. Holy shit! So what I usually do whenever, because you can send them straight home, right? It is here, yeah. So what I usually do, whenever I pick up items in there, I just send them straight home, and that's it. Whatever I can, whatever's left back, I just leave in there. I think there's gonna be, but this, you can see the seconds counting down, and I still managed to jump out there, and you'll see, and get a lot done. You'll see. Thanks to the increased loading times on the Nintendo Switch 2, the lowered loading times, the game is a lot more responsive, active. Alright, so I want defend the ballista right here. There's one already, looking good. Defend the ballista. And I want something here as well, for when they get in. Doing these as fast as can. I think that's fine for now. Then there is, alright, so if they do pass here, get past here, there is also Fugin. I'm gonna layer him right there. I'm gonna lay him right there, and that should be it. So I can then, hold the, rush it ahead. First horde. Alright, so there's a bunch of monsters coming in. The ones with the red icons, they're just attacking stuff, but the one with the blue icon is the most important right now when it comes to damage. Alright, so Elder Fugin took them down in one, although he's all the way back there. Those are some really good and useful freaking... Alright, this is going to drop. I would have been doing some damage. So these are what I call gate breakers. Blue icons, breaking gate as their icon. And their main action is trying to break some gate down. The main gate at the back there leads to... That's one of the layers. There's like 2 of them usually. But this is the first room, I call it. And then there's another one after this that leads to the main gate into the village. And if they break that, it's practically game over. Alright, I think that one's down. Yep, got him. Maybe a shot from one of the defenders as well took it down. But all this adds up. Come on, bitch. So it's impressive to anybody who knows, all the mechanics of the game and the, like the numbers and everything. Finishing these Rampage missions with freaking Jewel Blades is always impressive, I'd say. It means that you've got some dying focus and determined. These are breaking gates like really easy though, like holy shit. Alright, gotta get you down for sure. I see some item over there, but those are usually like maybe just tools, not really monster parts. Once you're in the Rampage, I guess they say to keep the Rampage sort of challenge going, you don't really get I find it interesting that they're doing this though. Exploding kunai, another exploding kunai. Alright, it's a great Izuchi. Alright, I've got a sharpen though. There's another gate breaker coming, and I definitely got to aim for that. This is just gonna like snap at the defenders and stuff like that, like it's doing here. There's another one. It's gotten back here, but we're gonna focus on these gate crashers or gate breakers, I call them. Definitely. I'm using the freaking Joy-Con 2s, so at some points in time when I should be finishing the combo, like the spin after the initial attacks, I'm freaking doing it that my combo isn't getting a finish yet. Dying slow as fuck, but I hate these Joy-Con 2 controllers, like I really do hate them. I wonder how the hell someone could be playing something like Fortnite. Although I was doing kind of fine, I'm quite sure I was using these controllers. I played Fortnite for the first time on here, Switch 2. I know, not ashamed to say it. Fortnite was out for so long. It's like a main for a lot of people. And I won the freaking Battle Royale. I think there are these, what do you call them? These pulls that pull you up to a higher level. I pulled up, someone was coming up to me, then I just dropped off. You know, I've got the instincts, man. Like, I've been playing games for years. This is why I do tell people that the Nintendo games, especially Super Smash and certain games, that they're like superior when it comes to mechanics. They're advanced as hell. Mario Kart especially even is more technically advanced than people think. That's something that I win easily at all the freaking time, first place. Smash, I can easily say I'm a pro, but it's just the freaking in-person jitters I always had when I was younger. Point being is, I adapt so freaking well. I think I've got a clip as well too. I've got to look for that. I pulled myself to the higher level, up above. The person came up looking for me, then I dropped down, waiting for them whilst they're pulling up, and just sniped them whilst they were pulling up on the freaking, genius thinking, right? So whilst they were going up on the pole that carries you up, I just watched them and sniped them right out. Awesome shit. That was in Fortnite. That was awesome, man. I got a lot of genius level intellect takedowns, I guess you call them. And then just replace it. There's some defender cannons now, and I usually place those right here at the very entrance. You know, I place those. I'm gonna drop one right here as well, right at the corners where the monsters are gonna drop in, and then all the rest, if anything, could be. No, this has to be a defender for sure. I don't waste my time with these. I get all the attacks in as much as I can. This one needs some help. Health is barely holding, so you just, replenish the defenses. I think I should have set up some back there as well, because those monsters got past those first through gates a bit too easily. Way too easily, I'd say. So way too easy, man. Alright, so there's a bomb. There's a bamboo bomb. I think I've got one more at least. There's one more to give you access to. You go to you go to these auto, and yeah. So I'm gonna drop that there. If one walks past, it's gonna get some damage from that explosion. He or she, whatever the hell it ends up. And I think I can drop another defender here. Yeah, I've got one more. So I'm gonna drop that there and get myself some sharpening after what went down just now. I definitely do need to sharpen. Alright, so only 20 seconds more. Come on, eat. Use this. And just let the time roll, because 10 seconds is nothing to be, you know what. Just skip it still yet. And let's go.
Alright, give him a warm welcome.
Yeah. Alright.
Behold the fruits of our training.
Alright, so Hinoa and Minoru are unlocked. I won't be wasting those. So yeah, the explosion already took off on him. I don't see anything else coming in as yet, so just gonna freaking give these some pain. Alright. There's some airbornes. I like to help. Alright, that was taken right down. Saw that in the distance there. Whoa. Alright. Come on. Holy shit. There's a great caught in that.
You're my best pal.
Come on. I would have been hit by that. I think that's... Oh, holy shit. Freaking Kazoo. I hate these. I hate these. I hate these. We've got to deal with this. No. Getting to the gate, the final gate, that's going to be really bad. This is the beginning. I do not have a proper weapon. I am sure I would admit this weapon is still shit. That's why I readied myself before I was going to do this in the previous episode, but that would have taken the time of the mission a bit too far, maybe too close to 2 hours, because this is not going to be the easiest. Oh my god, and tell me you're not one of them as well. Oh no, that's just a red icon. Ah, jeez. Dang gate crashers. Damaging the gates, trying to get through. Come on, come on, come on, duh, you piece of shit. I hate Kazoos. I hate them. And it's like the team working. This is attacking the gate, and the Arzuris is actively right on my tail, attacking me. Oh my god, a second. Oh yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Oh my god, like, why is the gate taking damage so easily? It is never like this. This is only freaking, this is not even master rank. This is crazy as hell. You should be dead. Come on, I've been attacking you for so long now. Jesus, my health. Arzuris is still around there, slapping around. Oh god. I'm stunned. I think I'm done. Yep. Holy shit. Holy shit. First time this happened. Anything this happens in my personal playthroughs. No, this is fucking crazy, man. Anytime that happens, I just return from quest. And we're going to start again. This is 17 minutes in. This is why I didn't do the mission before. I knew this was going to be crazy. Capcom is crazy as hell, man. I think there's some armor I should be. Alright, so what I'm going to do. Because I'm definitely good enough. That shouldn't be happening to me so easily. There's definitely some armor that I should be getting at this point by now. I should be at high rank. Let's see what's going on here, man. Because that shouldn't be happening to me at all. I completed this game for crying out loud. I beat Amatsu. I beat Risen Shigari Magala. I beat Risen Crimson Global Strats. Those are like the finals for this game. I beat Primordial Malzeno, everything else. Nothing at all should be phasing me, so something is up here. Alright, so Forge Armor, and I'm still at low rank, so this goes directly to the bottom. There is the 30, alright? So what I'm equipped with right now is the base for each of them is 28, and I do not have a 30 equipped. The 30s that I have right now are Goss Harag and Almudron, right? We've been fighting Almudron quite a lot. I've got to be laughing. This game is crazy, crazy, crazy. When I say crazy, I mean crazy, alright? Insane. You saw I was usually when I'm doing a Rampage quest, the monsters are not supposed to be as strong as you saw how quickly the Rogi just dropped off and faded and ran off. They're supposed to be that weak, like practically all of them. So the fact that the Kezu weren't being phased, my weapon definitely needs some upgrade. There's something here that I'm not catching on to. Alright, so this highest level is 150. Highest attack power point is 150. There's something off here, man. There's some weapon that I'm missing. Something up. Something is freaking up, man. Because I've been saying for this entire series I won't want to be fainting. I think you know, for those of you who know about the Mandela effect, this world is, I think we've been put into a simulation or something. This is where my speech begins to go into what a lot of people like to call the realm of insane, but it really isn't. And all that CERN has been doing recently and stuff, I mean, who knows, they could be trying to protect us, I don't know. But this thing about the timeline possibly being edited and stuff, that's very true. Look at it this way, all right? Humans, all right? Freaking humans create these same video games and stuff at this level of realism. If a species is maybe 10 times more advanced than humanity per se, possibly, they could create worlds like ours as their own simulations, like just as real as ours, but it's still a simulation. Imagine that. How do we know, with all the weird glitches and people feeling like literally saying the earth feels fake and all that? I'm going to equip this and let's see if I could upgrade this and have let's see, ramp up weapon. So just a defense boost of 10. I think, no, that's fire and poison. That I need a defender ticket for that. I'm going to be wasting it. If I do upgrade that, I don't know. I think my defense is decent, so it's crazy that I've got to be doing this. I can't get an attack boost for that one. I've got one already here, and that's only 136. Poison. Kezu is weak to poison as well as Arzuros. All right. So this is a bunch of minutes that I'm taking here just discussing weaknesses and what I should possibly be doing with my weapons. Yeah, this game is crazy, man. Capcom is insane as fuck. This is why they made this game a bit too difficult to progress, and they had to make wilds. Like, first this game is insanely crazy, and then the next game after this, which is Monster Hunter Wilds, people are saying is way too easy, and then the DLC, like Capcom is really bad at making their mind up about what is a good balance for difficulty. They either make a game too easy or they make it too difficult. This was one of the games that definitely was made a bit too difficult. I mean, this is fucking crazy, man. I don't know. One day I booted up Mario Kart World after the 1.7.0, and the game is literally insane now. Like, CPU before, passed you maybe once in a while by taking a shortcut or something, but they sped everyone up. So now, I'm just giving you an example here. And this game is old. This didn't get an update, but I think they changed everything throughout the board. Maybe the AI now in the Nintendo Switch 2 makes all the CPU more deadly. They maybe have some programming now that like makes the CPU more intelligent. In every game, the AI in every game now is way more intelligent. So just about every game now is a lot more difficult, and this is bad. Because people that aren't as intelligent as I am, I keep boasting about that, I'm going to admit sometimes, definitely can't play video games anymore, especially Mario Kart World. Like, the game, I'm going to do a video soon enough for sure, just showcasing how insanely unfair those games are becoming. Alright, so this got its upgrade, finally. So I could definitely upgrade. It's only 146 though. Like, alright, so upgrade it. And I need 10, I need, alright, so I'm going to use 2 of these. And should I equip this? This is kind of close. Let me see, 140. See if I could... Yeah, see if I could ramp this up. If I can. Yes, I can. It's going to be 146. Yeah, just as it was. I don't have any tickets. No defender tickets. Shit.
See you again soon.
The other one only had a defense up, and that was by like 10. That wouldn't have been effective at all. I think this blast is going to do quite a good amount here. My defense needs some help. So the mercenaries came back. I'm just going to run over here. Alright, so wait a minute. Alright, so Palamute gear. Layered armor settings. Change layered armor for the Palamutes. All these, the one I'm currently using. I've got the Velcona costume here already. I'm gonna use that. Alright, so just so that he looks like a... Just so that it looks like a freaking Velcona. Something cool for the playthrough. I usually use the Okami in mine, but I'm gonna add that in at a different point. You've got to unlock these usually via the event quests, but this one, it was just an add-on from the store. The other one, you've got to do a particular quest and collect some parts or something like that. So the mercenaries, right, these guys, I'm gonna go over here and I've got a lot of stuff to do before I think I get, you know, past that. I really and truly wasn't playing properly either. I forgot the beginning of the game that, you know, you're not master rank yet. So what I did, sadly, it is impossible to freaking skip it here. I guess I maybe need some materials from, because I've been skipping a lot of them, hub quests, low rank, and a lot of these I didn't even do. So I did these already in the villager quest, so I won't be doing them again, I guess. But because they're still going to be low rank, there's not going to be any difference. You know, the HR is going to be still low rank. So, but there's some armor here that I definitely need to be getting. I've been struggling to take this down with speed. So that means, you know, weaker weapon I was using, but I was using the first form for this Magnamalo weapon. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I honestly don't think I'm ready for that mission yet. So I think I've reached the mark already. Capcom is fucking insane. I hate these people sometimes. I do not know the way that these people's brain has to be working. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, so this is weak to blast weapons, blast and or ice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap over to my, yeah, blast is fine, but blast is fine, yeah, but this thing has more power and it has elemental that's even higher than the blast on this is only 15. The attack power is 146. The attack power on this is 150. It has a bit more sharpness as well. If you look at the comparisons, you know, it's pretty much the same. You'd say, no, actually it has less green. Holy shit. They found a way to make sure that everything is just as annoying. But I think I could work with it here fighting at this Xenoga because I've got the reflexes and all that. It's going to be fine. So Baby Volcon and we're going to be taking on this this Xenoga here. Alright, so let's go. Man, fuck that shit. That should have been easy, but I don't know, man. My defense is, it should be good enough, but something is definitely wrong here. I'm thinking, alright, so the Xenoga outfit, the Xenoga armor is, let's see. Alright, the Xenoga armor is 28 as well. Where it starts to reach as a full suit, alright, is Goss Harag, then Almadron, like I said. So this is going to be resistant to ice, whilst this is going to be resistant to thunder, right? So what you're supposed to do then, right? You just check the majority of the monsters in the rank you're at, and check their typings, and make a suit, you know, that kind of suits the, you know, you're resistant to the majority of them as you go through that particular rank. So this one I'm looking at, they've got this so balanced, but alright, so there's one electrical here. Then there's too much water, I guess. There's water. Then ice, electric. These are balanced as hell, man. So these people made sure you could find no alleyway when going through these. I definitely think I'm gonna go and get some. There's a weapon that you can create when you get Diablos. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, alright, when you get Diablos materials, I'm gonna trade this again. And if I'm still losing here, actually, no. Relax, breathe, and think, man. Alright. So there's Somnicath. Did one of those already, can't be much. Shitty armors. Crappy armors. The Tigrex weapon is shit as well. Yeah, this block of ice, I think that's literally what it's called. Jesus. Equipment info, Galled Mind. A block of ice is when it's upgraded, I think, yeah. I'm like all over the place. It's 30 minutes into the episode. This is disastrous, man. I'm like literally panicking here. I'm still talking as per usual, but I kid you not, I'm panicking. Because this is crazy. I am quite sure it wasn't this bad when I was playing through. So something, block of ice is what you use for creating it, you know. You can catch eye and misremember things. Alright, so 150, right? That's the highest that I have now that has an element. 100. I have no way of reaching the upgrades for it as yet, because this is the most we can go to right here. Alright, so nothing else is as strong as this. Only, Gill Tree, and I've got, so there's a water that I could use. I definitely do have the materials for that. And that is 150 as well. You know, having power plus element is definitely worth it. So no, not right now. I don't think I'm going to be using a water for what I'm fighting. That's only 140, sadly. So yeah, that is the best that I could muster so far. Holy shit. So from this to this isn't unlocked as yet. Whatever monster this is, maybe one of the monsters that I've got to fight. When you fight the monsters, then and you get, I'm gonna go definitely with the Diablos right now. So I'm gonna take on Diablos. Definitely see if I unlock one of the. I'm gonna have to delay the beating this this rank. All right, because I haven't been using the mutt or anything like I should be. The dog, the Palamute. So Diablos. People are gonna say that I'm crazy, and that this is one of the most, because you know Diablos is one of the most feared monsters. I don't understand. I'm always inverse to the crowd. What people find difficult is easy for me, and things that a lot of people swear it's just humanity is evil as fuck, and things that are supposed to be evil people pretend is easy. Things that are supposed to be difficult people pretend is easy, and you know, vice versa. So that's what it actually is. But let's just go on and take this thing down. Evil as hell. Alright, so this way, get these, grab that. Alright, down this route. Because those monsters, I'm quite sure that I'm definitely way behind on a weapon build and something else, man. Something else I'm not thinking of that should be helping me with this. Alright, so there's this item that you get later in the game that literally raises your I think my pet lace as well. I think I've got the could be that as well. There's a pet lace. There's this thing called a pet lace. I only have the basic equipped right now. I didn't think about upgrading my pet lace. Holy shit. So there's the pet lace you unlock after beating a certain point. I did pass the initial story credits, the very first credits of the game already. So I'm like technically already in post game, believe it or not. What they'd call story post game. Some wouldn't want to admit that, but that's definitely the case already. So there's a lot of stuff I probably unlocked that I haven't equipped. I've got to go back and look at that, and that could be affecting my my attacking and stuff, because it gives you attack boost. I've got to go check those for sure. No, get down. See if I can line myself up here. Come on. There we go. Alright, get all of those. There's one that I missed, but like, to hell with that. Jesus, I barely made it. I could have made it there for sure. Oh god, stamina's too low. Alright. I'm killing a bunch of time. It's already 35 minutes in. I'm going to be taking on a Diablos, but this is part of Diablos's weakness. So I should be okay here. And I've got a decent enough reflexes and skill set and a weapon. My armor's decent enough, I think. Alright, so let's go. There's some armors that they have a lower base stat, but when they're upgraded, this stat is a lot better. Like, there's a lot of variations between the armors and stuff like that. Things that I wouldn't memorize right off the bat because I've been focusing more so for like over a year. Because, you know, you don't have time for just playing only the game. Like, there's other games, there's life, there's things going on in the world that we should be keeping an eye on, that we know what is happening with the system. I call it as it happens, right? As everything occurs, you know, all this thing about, you know, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all the other big names, right? What they're really doing, it is only smart that as you live in a world, you kind of keep track on what the hell the world is doing, right? So it makes no sense, you know. You've got to balance. Everything in life is about balance, pretty much. So you don't have just time for just playing this. So whilst I was playing my own personal playthrough over the last, I say 3 years with this dang thing, or 4, I think it's about 3 years. Yeah, this game, I've been focusing mostly on the master rank armors, of course. I got through the low ranks, I got through the high ranks, I started to ignore the low ranks, and as I got to the master rank, I ignored the high ranks. So the armors that I have here access to right now in this low rank section, I really should be at high rank soon enough. I'm not too acquainted with, to be honest, because, you know, you get through the low rank and high ranks pretty quick. So Diablos, most of them are a piece of shit to me, I'd admit. This technique that I'm using, I call it the Hunter and Palamute team up, team pro. The Hunter and Palamute team pro. Like, I'm always raiding, always waiting for an opening, and then it just freaking crashing onto their back with this move with as much reflex as possible, getting in the damage, getting back out. Alright, so doing that, that's gonna be Jesus, I should have been able to dodge as slow as fuck. I should have been able to avoid that, a dodge. I shouldn't be nervous at all. This game, I'm quite sure because they're emulating, this is actually emulation, alright? So this isn't running the native Switch 1 software. The Switch 2 actively emulates the Switch 1 games. So they can do a lot more once it's emulating, believe it or not. For those of you who've always been acquainted with emulation on PC, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm quite sure these games, the AI kind of like upgraded the freaking enemies in these games. It's like they're nothing like they behave on the original game, I can assure you. And it's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy, alright? So it's, long story short, these things are way more difficult than in the base original game running on a Switch 1. Hey, run! Alright, come here. Let's go. This thing barely has sharpness, like it's caught at yellow. I didn't even notice how bad it was, but it's really bad. So I'm caught stuck with yellow for majority of my freaking, no freaking way. Alright, come on. There's also, I was checking in the arena, because the arena stops you from using your own armors that you know, put all your hard work into, and gives you some armors and weapons to use as a preset. And there's one preset for the Jewel Blades where you slap your weapon down, and if you get a direct hit on a monster, then you launch yourself into the air instead of having to use the... I've been thinking about that. That's something that even though I've beat this game completely, I never use. where instead of having to rely on the palamute all the time, I could just skill myself into a launch and get that cut across the back quite easily, even without the need of the palamute. And I can still do this. I can still do that move I just did there if I want, but that'd make it a lot easier as well on myself. You know, instead of having to do this every time and looking for a launch. Although this made me a lot better because you've got to be accurate. Timing a jump is not as simple as it seems. Tired already. This is still low rank. Come on. Although this is hub, this ain't nothing yet. That's why I'm worried. So the Rampage shouldn't have been dishing me that bad. Like what happened there. It shouldn't have been that bad at all. 2 freaking Kazoo crashing the gate. It was breaking, so I started like, oh god. Turf war, so we've got to wait until they stop fighting, you know, that it's going to be safe to move in. All this tedious extra time. My Jesus god. Alright, so what? Tell me this thing didn't just run away. Oh, okay, good. Got in. Another one. I knew it, but I was getting ready to dodge, but you know, that stupid pillar was in the way. Good. Then I'm going to be launched off. Then it's going to attack it again. Get as much damage as I can in onto this freaking horn. I need it broken. It is broken already, yeah. Good. Alright, a rigid Diablos backplate. Diablos Ridge can be carved into fine gear with the right knife skills. Alright. Jesus God. The amount of time that's wasting with every foolish, stupid, annoying... annoying roar. Jesus, I forgot the tail was an attack as well. As it, you know, rushes out of the ground. I forgot the tail was also some damn annoying attack. Alright, so... oh shit. There we go. I should have been able to avoid that. But I'm rushing. You know, it's really difficult because, you know, I don't want my videos ending up an hour when they don't have to be, or 2 hours. So where you'd normally be patient, like... This is really good for me, I guess. This is like quite character building. You know, having my patience even more refined because I won't be rushing, if you're getting what I'm saying. After a while doing these episodes more and more, I get more comfortable with keeping the important patience. Jesus, there was a monster in the way. I was expecting, I swear I didn't even see that Almudron was there. This game overdoes it sometimes, man. Jesus, man. Come on, it recover. Got him. So at least I get some more explosive monster damage off on this thing. It's gonna be way easier now. It's gonna be way quicker. You know, at least getting the capture. I hope I can. Maybe the chat, sometimes the game, though, the chat says something, but because so much other notifications are coming up, the game actually misses. So I'm going to quickly check here in the chat log, see if it's in there. Alright. Alright. So, no, cat did not say anything as such. Not yet. Alright. Come on, come on. Oh god. We're gonna use one of these easy rations. Running already. Bitch, get back here. Grab that. Yeah, I just cut the dash off by picking your item up. That's what I was just now. Alright. So Holy shit. So intelligent. That was a perfect timing, man. CPU. Impressive. Very nice. Got you. Alright, that was a bad move by me. That was my bad just now, for sure. Always the perfect timing to be in a daze. Oh, both of them are broken now. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Got onto that tail, so safe. Alright. I've got a bit of my health missing, so a heavy attack could be lethal. Best that I just freaking heal right now. Okay, good. He's ready for capture now. Or she. Alright, so whatever this thing is, whatever gender this thing is. Alright, so you'd be like, wait, are you sharpening? Man, mission is over. What's this, dude? Alright, so let me just drop my, it just ran out here practically, but this game likes to be difficult as hell. Alright, knew it. Oh god, press X by mistake. Should be good. And there we go. Alright, so that's Diablos, less than an hour. So I can do a bit more here, I'm quite sure. I'm going to see what I can get after this. And there's this weapon that you unlock. It's a blast and ice. It's called Blizzard and Blaze, I think. Some shit like that. But it definitely carried me quite far in through the game because there's, I kid you not, a blast and ice, any weapon that's blast and ice, or blast or ice, could take you through this game, I kid you not. I'm quite sure I only took that Diablos down as quick as I did because this is an ice weapon that I'm using. So the blast and ice weapon is very useful in this game. Most of the monsters that they've got in this roster, I don't know, maybe they favor the blast and ice elementals or some shit because most of the game is weak to blast and ice. I'll show you what I mean, alright? So I'm going to go over here into the Hunter's Notes quickly, and there's the ailment section. You can see my hand, blast, right? 2-star, and ice at the bottom, so it's at least weak to that. But fire and poison maybe as well, but this has 2 and 3. Has 4, maybe fire and poison is better. So yeah, again, blast and ice. Blast and ice, all of them add up. This one isn't, you know, they vary, but blast is 3 on this one, and ice, right? This one, blast and ice, 2-star each, blast and ice. Although fire and poison is best for this for sure because you get up to 5. Like fire is 2 and 2 weakness, poison is 3. So fire and poison for ours are like hell, but everything is blast and ice, I tell you. So when I get that blast and ice weapon, it is over for these bitches. And I'm, you know, as you can see, I've already got my skill accumulated, so I'm fine. I didn't fight this as yet in the game, so nothing's going to show up. I need Kezu as well defeated, so maybe that's why the game is being harsh. There's a lot of stuff in the background when it comes to, so yeah, including these, right? This one is what, you know, this is Thunder and Paralysis. These flying wyverns are really, it's paralysis for them. Rathalos and Rathian and stuff like that. So this one as well, believe it or not, blast and ice, Bishaden. Tetranodon as well, I think. Blast and ice, so yeah, I've shown you enough, alright? So definitely blast and ice is the weapon for this game. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go and check now in the prep area. That's what here is called. And let's check our weapon builds and see what I got. Magnum Mallow tree. No, there's going to be a Diablos tree. Right? Or should be. Yeah, there it is. So, a bunch of shit. 170. No element. What the hell was it built from? Holy shit. Cannot remember off the bat. but it is going to be useful. It is going to be necessary in this game. So there is a weapon that is blast and ice, and that's what you have to look out for in a race Sunbreak, I can assure you. Alright, I mean, it would be technically cheating, but I could easily just save here and go across to my save file, my personal save file, and look at the build. I won't call it that because I beat the game on my own time, but to make this as natural, I can't remember off the bat. So unless I do it, to make this as natural a playthrough as possible until I find that, you know, that is what we're aiming for. This is 140, but this is dying 150 with a 30% bonus. Oh my god. My freaking god. And I was using this, I kid you not. So I'm going to go with the ice for sure. Alright, so Kezu. I've never taken a Kezu down in this. That's one that I skipped, you know, going through those special licenses. Maybe I should have avoided those special licenses and just slowly progress. Like, I know I wouldn't be here already, but at the same time, I guess I would have maybe picked up some armor or weapon that I really do need here. So jumping ahead isn't really advantageous. It puts you in a lot of stress because I don't see myself beating this. I don't see it. I really don't. This is bad. This is terrible even. I'm already 51 minutes in. Alright, so let's see here. So forge ramp up weapons or forge upgrade armor, back over the low rank. And these can't be upgraded, can they? If what I currently have, oh, these are already maxed out technically. These are the event armors that they give you, and the skill info: botanist, hunger resistance, resentment, attack +5 while active, counter strike. Bishaden is 30. Bishaden is 30. Oh, my bad. That's because I've got it leveled, but it can go a bit higher than that now. What is this? Alright, so upgrade. Let's see what this goes to when upgraded. Let's do the 2 levels. There's like 10 for this. And so that's 1, 2. 1, 2. 34. 34, 34. When looking at the resistances compared to these, this is -2 resistance to thunder and electric moves, and those Kezu were dishing it out on me, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead for sure, and yeah, I'm gonna try this again. I don't think I should. Let's see the time limit. Nah, man, that totally ended it for me, because that should have been easy. I do admit that should have been easy. There's no difference here. I don't get like attack level boosts and armor boosts and stuff just from finishing these monsters off. I get materials, but I should not be struggling, to be honest, with this thing. I really shouldn't be. So this is bad. This is like terribly bad. I think Tobi Kadachi is weak to, or so was going to be weak to ice here. And this is 3-star. I don't have anything. Alright, so I think Anjanath is, I already defeated Anjanath, so it definitely should be in the list. It's only weak to ice, but that's 1-star. It's weak to water, of course. It's a fire wyvern, and I just created this water weapon. I don't even have it boosted. I don't even think I have enough defender tickets right now. So you've got to be chaining. This game, like I said in many episodes before this game is more built for grinding. What people in video gaming as a term is called grinding, where you're just repetitively taking monsters down for materials and assets and stuff like that, and the resources. And I do have to say, like, this, I was saying that I wouldn't be doing anything off screen. This stays at the 156, but I don't see myself realistically being able to play this game, and get somewhere, I'd say, without having too many episodes, like maybe 40 something episodes. I wanted to finish this in like 30 episodes. Believe it or not, by the next 10 episodes, I'm into rank, the master rank, having the master rank unlocked, and like progressing that and that sort of stuff. But after what happened in this episode, I do not see it happening at all. That is quite sad. That is scary. But yeah, this series is going to be a bit too long. I've already surpassed the story credits in an episode before, believe it or not. Then there's the post credits. There's like more story added. I guess these are added in updates, and then there's the DLC, right? So alright, let's see upgrade. So there's the Diablos, because I just defeated that. That's how it looks. So these are 30 as well, but dying the resistance to these elements are way too shitty. Everything is at least minus. The only thing it's good against is fire. Not useful at all. Resistance to ice for this is at 4. Thunder resistance is -1. This is Goss Harag. I'm thinking about ending this here. Maybe taking down, because, I mean, I'm still in low rank, technically. I'm not in high rank. So the village quest, I would be getting materials I do need. So I'm thinking about taking a low rank, because look, it says low rank hub quest, right? I'm thinking about taking a low rank village monster down, just getting materials there. I think that's gonna be it. And when I get a better build, because look, I can barely build anything for Goss Harag as yet. I think I'm gonna just continue. I'm just gonna continue chaining some village monsters. This game forces you to do it. You can go ahead and as much as you want, like, try to tell yourself that you're ready, and it's gonna take about an hour, maybe way too long, fighting a hub monster by myself. For YouTube, these hub quests are gonna be impossible to record multiple monsters in one episode. What I'm trying to say is, this YouTube series is gonna be disastrous. I don't like a series that have too many episodes in it. I like to be able to progress as quickly as possible. So this is not going to be nice. At all. This is not going to be nice. So this has got thunder resistance and water resistance and dragon resistance. Fire and ice are the only weaknesses per se. This was 28, upgraded now fully 36. So I'm going to, so this is technically high rank. I won't be using these. This is like skipping ahead of the game. This is for beginners. I don't think this is an event, something that the game gives you. I won't be using that. I would not be using that. A lot of people would be like, so what's the sense of not using it? It's an event item. It's not the natural progression of the game. And this is a YouTube series, especially, you're playing the game in its natural best. I'm not even high rank yet in the game, and I'm using high rank armor that I got from an event. Think about it. It's just like helping you skip ahead, and I won't be doing that. So building these is priority. And I'm gonna have to do that in the next episode, because fighting one of these could take way too long. It could be like over an hour, and maybe have this peaking at close to memory capacity again, like what happened in one of the previous episodes. I barely finished in time that I had 600 and something megabytes remaining on the freaking SD card. It was so close to capping off that I told myself, yeah, because I forgot to erase the previous episode before. But oh shit. We've got to go back and check there's something I need to check on. So forge armor. 30. Which one am I going to use? Armour drawn is looking really good, but at the same time, Goss Harag has the better advantages, I'd say. Even Xenogre is out of shit when it comes to weaknesses, and it's only 28 right now in low rank. Goss Harag, I'd say. So I've definitely got to fight Goss Harag. I've got this ice weapon. Goss Harag is ice. I need a fire weapon that's decent. I do not. I do not have one. So most of the episodes, so what is going to happen here, most of the episodes at some point are going to be me just fighting monsters, and there's going to be like 2 or 3 episodes, believe it or not, where I'm just thinking about crafting and stuff like that, and upgrading, and you know, strategizing what to do. So what I'm going to do here, quickly, I'm going to go on an expedition and do some optional subquests. I never pressed in this yet, so this is going to show up. Optional subquests or side quests available from both quest counters and can be completed any number of times. You may accept up to 5 at once and can claim your rewards from either of the quest maidens, either Hinoto or Minoto, or I said Hinoto or Hinoa. Alright, so of course, thank you. Alright, so this one I've just got to pick up some bone piles, some mushrooms, insects. So those golden things that shine against the edge of cliffs and stuff like that, and hunting a monster. So I'm gonna, because I want to save some time right now, and I get some armor spears and stuff for doing this, so I'm gonna start doing these at some points and then going on and doing a monster like for a full episode. I'm thinking about ending this here, getting this uploaded. I don't know, I got nothing done. I literally got practically nothing done, and I'm disappointed. But this is crazy as hell, man. I was not expecting that. Although I jumped a few levels per se, this freaking armor that I have is maxed out, so I should not be struggling, right? I should not be struggling. And this is alright, so this is the Sinister, right? This is 28 at peak. These are weaker. These are things that I've just recently unlocked. These are way weaker. 28 is not bad, alright? And I have, oh god, so water, fire, and electric is weak. The only thing this is resistant to is ice and dragon. To be honest, this is kind of weak as an armor, so I've got to be running around in either Goss Harag or Almudron to be safe. And the Almudron is terrible, unless I'm going against a fire type. Goss Harag is it. Yeah, Goss Harag is it right now. Ice and dragon, resistant, quite resistant to thunder. So I've got to be chaining some Goss Harags and some Almudrons, as well as getting myself. Alright, so I can at least make this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. No, and this. No, yeah, I'm gonna equip him. Like what I was doing before. So manage equipment, change equipment. So that was the, yeah. And then I'm gonna upgrade these. Get my defense pushed up quite a bit. So upgrade, forge upgrade. This is what I'm gonna have to do for sure. So that's 4. Let's see the value on this. Alright. I swear, wait, what? This one is, alright, so this one is 20. Use one of these and one of these. Alright, let's go. Alright, so that. Then 2 of these. Alright. Alright, so my defense should be buffed up quite a bit by mixing these. I've got to mix the armors as I go on. Oh my god, this game is something else. I've got to mix and match the armors now. So, ooh, this is actually kind of cool looking though. Believe it or not, you know. Without the mask for the, look, you get out my face, you're too big. Gotta set them to stay at a spot if you want to showcase. This actually looks cool as hell, man. This is reminding me of there's a lot of games now, especially on the PlayStation, that they're based in the Dynasty era. One of those games, man, how my armor looks right now as I'm mixing and matching these. Yeah, the baseline upgrade. Alright, so I think I could survive maybe another 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to take down I was avoiding the village quest because I'm going to be saying, oh, like the village quests are going to be way too easy. Like yada yada yada. It makes no sense. I was fighting this thing, and so my weapon currently is so I've got to be careful here not to have a piece of shit that could do nothing to it. Alright, so this sworn, this is water. I need fire or something. I can't upgrade that as yet, and ice is going to do practically shit. So I've got to go with my base powerful weapon here. Yeah, got to go with this, and let's go. Let's go. Get some Goss Harag materials. I think I could survive another 30 minutes. Memory space wise, I mean, I can go at least maybe 2 hours. I do believe it or not, around 2 hours. So I've definitely got time for this. I don't think Goss Harag should be taking. If Goss Harag does take, I don't know, maybe the Matrix edited things and all of a sudden Monster Hunter Rise is more difficult than it already was. Maybe this is a Mandela effect. If you're one who thinks that I'm crazy, then sadly you're possibly just an NPC in this Matrix and your body was maybe kind of destroyed and you're like a wandering soul. Like I think the media is openly showing us some scary things that might be real. Like what happened in Super Smash Ultimate, where everyone's body was taken over and their spirits were like roaming around, and you've got to go in this what they call world of light and literally save their souls. And I think they go back into their bodies or something like that after you save them. But wondering if that's what's going on. Some people in this Matrix, then they're just a wandering soul. They don't have a physical brain of a data bank. And so anytime something changes in the Matrix, they are changed as well. They remember nothing. And the people maybe who still have a body somewhere jacked into this Matrix. This is just my theory. As crazy as it sounds, I don't know, but I'm trying to explain the Mandela effect. If you don't know what that is, Nelson Mandela, a lot of people remember him dying in jail, and you know, me included in that timeline. And then somehow, you know, there's the Mandela effect. So that's why they named it the Mandela effect. It's so now that in this timeline, apparently he got out of jail, and for a good few years before his recent death, he was the leader of South Africa. He survived, and he was, I guess the timeline was so terrible that someone went back in time and made sure that he didn't die. And what I'm getting at is, I do not give a shit who thinks that I'm crazy now. I know that some fuck else is happening here. After 2012, the Mayans so said that, or the calendar ended, the world is going to end in 2012. We had a weird eclipse around that time. We had a red planet that was visible off the coast from this island Barbados. That was a good few years back. We had a lot of weird events happen. Then after that was every 4 years some fuck happened. So 2012 was the weird eclipse, the weird shift of energy, because I'm an empath. I'm one who could have sensed that. And then all of a sudden, at the next 4 years, 2016, all over the news, all over the skies, you can see with your naked eyes, a lot of weird UFO flying around, people swapping personality as though they've been either possessed or swapped by some fucking creatures. I don't know what the hell, whatever happened in 2016. Then the next 4 years after that, exactly, because people say it's 2019, it started in 2019, but people want to say that the pandemic started in 2020. No, it was 2019. It started in Japan, and then it spread over into the West, and I'd really say it peaked in 2020. But the next 4 years, you can easily say after 2016, boom, pandemic in 2020, right? Now we're at 2026, but 2024 then was the change of the laws. Like the system is totally changed in. Why is it giving? Oh, that's some other monster I never fought then as yet, which I find interesting. Oh, Tigrex. I didn't fight Tigrex yet. What? Alright, so I think Tigrex has a really good armor as well, but that isn't the mission here, right? It's right above here. So this is gonna give me more money, I think, for the mission. The mission success. After I finish the mission, now I should get a bit more in resources. But yeah, some serious hell is going on, and the heaviest point in that theory that I have, right, is that the same way, you know, like trees, everything has layers, everything branches off, our eyes, our skin, the atmosphere, everything has layers. And then we have nerves, trees branch out as well, our veins branch out. Everything is a reflection of itself into the what I call the grid of the matrix or reality per se. So the same way then as you know as another reflection, we have the ability. This game that I'm playing in right now is a form of a simulation. It's a world that we created with our own ability to blend different arts, different dimensions. We draw lines, we make 3D polygons, stuff like that. We add a sound and art, you know, visual and audio. We're creating worlds. So we're barely as advanced as whatever other civilization exists, possibly, imagine, right? So imagine then a civilization could create a, like, it's just like our world is. Imagine they found a way to literally, they can make our graphics are already realistic as hell on our own, and we're like really underdeveloped compared to other species potentially. There are possibly others out there that are way further than us in development, right? So imagine they can actually create literal realistic worlds that feel like ours, like the very place you're sitting possibly or standing on a bus, however you're watching this video, wherever you are in the world, as real as your world feels. I do not doubt. I keep my mind always open to any. That's why things in life, no matter what happens throughout my life so far, I've rarely been actually surprised by anything because I'm open-minded and very realistic to, you know, possibilities. I'm never afraid to think of a possibility. So just like we made these, and humanity is supposed to be stupid as hell, all right? And dumbed down even compared to civilizations before, and we still made these, all right? Did we? Or did we find tech from older civilizations and we're just, you know, advancing on them, using them, reverse engineering them? Maybe a spaceship drop that had tech in it for video. You never know, that's actually it. But point is, if man did make this, let's just put it that way. That's my theory. If man did make this game that I'm playing and everything else, what the hell would the aliens be making if they're smarter than us? Just put it that way, alright? So there's no impossibility that we're in a freaking matrix right now that was encoded for us, and the reason we're seeing changes and stuff is because we're in a freaking simulation that some alien race made, and they have maybe the humanity jailed because humanity is evil, and you know, maybe only certain people who are thought to be worthy of getting out per se. I've seen people doing it over the past maybe 2016, 2017, 2018 years, saying I'm out or this person is out or whatever. They're saying that. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying what they were saying. So I don't know. Whatever the hell is happening, it is quite possible. There's no impossibility here. Anyone who wants to say that it is impossible, they're either scared or being dishonest. They know something and they're being dishonest, or they're scared as hell and they really don't want to think that that's happening. It terrifies them too much. But it is freaking powerful of a potential, very powerful thought. Once you are aware of something, you can brace for it, you can ready for it, you can adapt yourself. But if you're blocking the thought all the time, you could easily be caught off guard from just about anything, right? 3 monsters in one place, man. Oh man, game. The fuck is this? Oh my god, what is the game doing? Oh god. Alright, so I got Lagombi or Tigrets. I'm gonna go with Tigrets. Tigrets does a bit more damage, I'm sure. Like, come on, target the Goss Harag. Good. Come on, get up. There we go. Jesus. Alright, come on, catch yourself, you slow bitch. Good, there we go. Jesus, come on, catch yourself. Got him. Why is Lagombi still in my way? Alright, so I think I got him good. Oh, fucking Tigrets. Leave, Tigrets. Leave. Thank you.
You're my best pal.
Get some damage off. Gotta run. Fuck, I knew it. It was still gonna be hit. Crazy. That the fact that I was still hit right there is insane. So this thing is using the freaking the freaking blade now. Oh, I need that broken. I need that broken. Huh? This is Village Quest, and I'm still struggling to end at this thing. This isn't even hub. Oh my god. You see the major difference between the others, do you, right? Like how fast those monsters were dropping compared to this. This is insane as hell. Capcom, you are on drugs, I say. Freaking drugs. Let's go after this thing. I'm like 1 hour and 15 minutes in. I need this armor for sure. I really do need this armor, I can tell. I need to, before it was a breeze, I don't know how, but maybe because I was playing on Switch 1, but something about the Switch 2 makes these games savagely intense, I call it, and it's like, you know, lethal as hell. Break, good, it broke, sweet. So I'm gotta, when you get a free topple after breaking them, I guess it's sensitive, maybe it is like, it hurts its nerves, because its hands do look, holy shit, that was, whoa. That was close. It's like nerve damage or something on the claws, I guess, from like constantly sheathing ice over them. Maybe that's why they're so red, no fur growing on them. They look charred and damaged, to be honest. So breaking the ice sabers, I call them. Breaking the ice sabers definitely hurts Goss Harag quite a lot. Kind of cool. So I can't go rushing that Rampage as yet. You can see I died way too easily there. I wasn't fighting carefully, to be honest, but oh god. Alright. So come on, buddy. He was healing, huh? Alright, so let me get my sharpen off. And then another, dodge that, and another. Holy shit, it never stops, right? Hold still, bitch. Ah. So I was rushing things quite a bit, I do admit. That Rampage, I need my better armor here. There we go. My stamina's already down. Shit, I'm gonna be hit possibly. Oh no, no, no. Alright. Come on, buddy. I've gotta use a ration here, and then I've gotta heal. I need to use my potion. Let's go, help me out here. I'm gonna use it without the Palamute all the time. I think when it's too weak, we've got it hurt quite a lot. So let me check. Yeah, no, usually this or Prey is tired. The time to strike is now. So it's usually that first, and then after, somewhat after that is when it does say it can capture. So not yet. Not yet. It's running, is it? Yep. I see something over here. Alright, Lagombi Pelt. Oh my god, my god, my god, my god. This game is crazy, 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 crazy. This game is crazy as fuck. I shouldn't have to be like grinding a freaking Goss Harag. Oh my god, it's a sling. That just killed something. So that means it's eating, yeah. That's one of the small missions that I picked up. Ah. And I found that so holding ZL and then pressing A is like pulling yourself forward. And holding X, pressing X after holding ZL or, you know, L2 is pulling yourself upward. Awesome. And so those are like quick shortcuts when you really gotta get out the way of a monster's move or something. Because some of them are really freaking fast. I could have done it to avoid that. and that, you know, get out of the way, because that's got quite a distance on it. Oh my god, the freaking claws again. The freaking sabers. Ice sabers. Holy shit, come on, man. Come the fuck on, man. You're weak as hell. Still attacking with these things. No way, no freaking way, no freaking way. Alright, come on, buddy. I need this speed. Oh my god. Ah. Ooh. So because it was dodging only, or it would have been securely damaged. Purposely said securely. The thing would have gotten me good. I would have been damaged there. Usually, if it's pulling it out of the ground, believe it or not, it's pulling it out of the ground, just pulling its blade back out of the ground does damage to you if you're around there. So you kind of avoid that shit, yeah. All together. Alright, damn. Ah. Dang it, the fucking shortcut. Like, I was trying to attack from the ear, but because of the freaking ZL to X, you know, where it pulls you forward, I pulled forward instead of attacking. That's annoying. So either you're trying to hold A to call your pup, and some item is near, and it freaking stops. Like, if I'm here holding A, right, it changes to me picking that up, and that could mess you up. Or I'm trying to pull a combo from the ear, and so that's why you just do this. Jesus. I already can't pierce the leg. This game is stress. Bitch. Drop. Jesus. That's overdoing it, right? That combo was so long. Alright, that combo was like forever going on. You bitch, you fucking bitch. Pissing me off, man. Fucking Capcom. It's way hate Capcom sometimes, man. Capcom is excessive as fuck. Jesus Christ. Alright. If you don't like swearing, I do apologize, and I do specify in my settings every single video I make that these videos are not for children. Alright, so I don't care. I'm not going to be that, I'm not going to be a kiddie guy, friendly YouTuber. I'm very sorry. Although I am Nintendo approved, I do say most of my playthroughs are going to be Nintendo. I'm not freaking going to be all kiddie-fied here. Alright, so shit. It's got to be one of those. Yeah, it's too weak. But it's still dangerous. I'm like literally sweating a bit. And I shouldn't be. This is a freaking game, right? This is a video game. And it's proof. These games, man, like, imagine Wales is going to be way easier than this. At least the base game without the DLC. But I don't think Nintendo is going to sell to us. Like, for instance, how we got the Street Fighter 6 came with the DLC for years 1 and 2. You maybe have to buy, you know, but I find that Nintendo likes to make sure a game is complete before they get it. The only exception we had was Monster Hunter Rise, because Monster Hunter Rise launched on Nintendo Switch, and then we got the DLC after. But every other game is like they make sure that the full package is ready before. Like, we got Tales of Horizon Switch 2, and that has what, the DLC included. We got Cyberpunk 2077 technically does have a DLC as well, right? You know, it's like the ultimate pack. Everything is the ultimate pack once it's Nintendo. That's all you're seeing. Ultimate this, ultimate that. Smash, oh god. Although that's a different story. That's just them adding everything in there and calling it ultimate. That's different. But if it's being ported from somewhere else, then yeah, it's gonna have everything. Nintendo is serious. Alright, so this thing can capture finally. Jesus Christ, man. You piece of shit. You took way too long, man. Come on. This was annoying. Good boy. Jesus. I'm like 1 hour and 24. So like I said, I've got like around 2 hours memory in this thing. This video might then definitely be like around 10 or 11 gigs. I'd say like 11 gigs, man. Oh my god. It's crazy. So I've got to be chaining some Goss Harags. I would have hated to have to be doing this. I just wanted to jump ahead, but I do need these materials. I need this Goss Harag armor for sure. I need a 30. I've got to say it like that. Then I guess I need an armor that I need some armor that has at least 30 on it. So optional subquest completed. When I speak to Hinoa here, I should have that cleared up. I get both of these restocked. That's gonna be it for that. And putting these up. At some point they're going to be maxed, and the game it just asks you if you want to sell them one time, and your money keeps going up. So it's still useful to, you know, bag them off when you can, and sell them from the or sell them right at the end of the mission. So then I'll just choose something else again to fill that gap, and that's going to be ore this time. Okay. So they just gradually, you know, as you're going around collecting and stuff, they just gradually, and it gets you some good materials. You can see there's some armor spear plus here. I've got mirror points. I got toadstool. Quite useful, man. Quite useful. Alright, so I'm definitely going to end this episode off here, but before you do, let's go check to see what I can get. I've definitely got to be able to forge some other piece of the Goss Harag armor at least. I need some meaty hide. This is from what now? Frost sacks. So forging this, equipping and upgrading, I've got to upgrade it. It makes no sense leaving it in its lower form. Alright, so there's going to be 2 of these, and if it's anything the same, then 2 of these. Alright. Yeah, so ending this episode off here. Alright, so there's going to be arms now. I'm gradually changing over to Goss Harag, because I can see that this is where I need to be going if I'm going to survive the Rampage. Alright, so I'm going to be doing maybe like 2 more Goss Harag fights. Oh, that fight takes to be too long. So maybe, yeah, 2 more, I guess. That was around 15 minutes or so, I think, just now, right? So, 2 of those, and then I'm going to try the Rampage again in the very next episode. So if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you did, because I personally say that this episode was easily a disaster, but I'm gonna get there because I'm not bad. I beat this full game just to show, and I'm gonna save my progress, go over to my other save file, and I'm gonna say, I swear to God, I'm not telling any lies, I'm who did this, nobody else. Alright, I freaking beat everything in this. Alright, so there's alright, let's see, continue. I'm going to end the episode off because I'm going to be doing some stuff as well, but I quite easily forgot how the game forces you to grind monsters to, like, you know, gradually level as you go on, because I think I was writing on those event items. I kid you not, those armors, sadly. I think that's it. But that's crazy. Like, I didn't do this grind without those items, so I did not know. This is insane. This game takes way too long. Alright, so as you can see, I've got this is the easiest way to show it now. I've got the armors and stuff, but me going to my master rank, and even this, I have everything done except for this mission against the Primordial Mausoleum because of the explosion thing. And maybe I could just shield that with a weapon. But I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on hard mode because I'm using Jewel Blade for everything. Alright, so I have everything completed except that. These are ticked off because I did everything in them. Alright, completed. This one has 3 pages. Completed. This one has 4. Completed. So I did everything in these, alright? Everything. And yeah, this is master rank. Like, this is all the way up to master rank 5 that I'm showing. Master rank 6 now. I've just got to complete that one mission, and you know, I will at some point. But the monsters that you fight in here, there's look at that. There's Primordial Malzeno. I did beat that already. In there, where does it first show up? I beat it already. Where does it first show the hell up, man? Is it here? That'd be crazy though. But where the hell is it? Just to show that I'm not joking around and I'm serious as hell. Wait a minute. No, I think it's gonna be in here then. Alright, so this is Risen, Crimson Glow, Strats, Risen, Shigera, Magala, Guys Magorm, Valkana, Chaotic, Gormagala. I've been chaining that. I did beat Amatsu a lot of times. Destructive Dragon Deity, Slay Nora. And I did these on my own time without the help of other players. Alright, so I am more than skilled. So where the hell do you first see Primordial Malzeno, like the hell? Alright, so this is when you first start the DLC. That's Master Rank 1. It's Master Rank 2. Primordial is gonna be nowhere near there. Alright, so nowhere near the I don't know, man. Like, it's 5? It can be. I don't know. I can't remember where I did cause I mean you've gotta defeat it in the story. It's like a story cutscene that initiates and stuff like that. Maybe it's a special mission. Alright, this is a normal Malzeno. That's what I'm getting at. So wherever the hell is it? It's in 6-star, isn't it? Where the fuck is Primordial Malzeno? This is not making... Oh, there it is. Legend Resurrected. And I did defeat it because I had an open space. This was part of the story. And I can show you the cutscenes as well. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to end this episode off because I'm going to be peaking towards the end of my memory capacity. This video is going to be huge as hell. So this is going to be... Oh, God. I just remembered, too. I've got to... Alright, so I'm going to be moving this. I've got to plug this in, you know, just so that it doesn't die. Come on, where the fuck is it? Where the hell is it? Damn it. That could have been an issue as well. This could have died whilst recording. It was really close. 9% battery. Holy shit. Holy freaking shit. Alright, so I'm going in here and going over the gallery, story cutscenes. And this is the very end. This is the Return of the Guardian cutscene. These are cutscenes for the entire game. So I played through the story. Alright? I beat every fuck in this game. This is the... I'd say this is the very last cutscene. This is the one for Amatsu. Spoiler alert. It's not... It's just a picture and the name of the cutscene. So it's not that bad. But this is the end of the... This is the DLC credits when you beat the DLC story, and then after the DLC story is this. Alright, this is the Amatsu cutscene. Then this is the Primordial Malzeno cutscene after defeating it, and I beat that. Alright, then I went ahead after that. I was really down that they didn't give them they don't have any cutscenes. They're monster cutscenes. I beat Primordial, Amatsu, Valkana, Lucent Nargacuga, Violet Mitsune, Flaming Espinus. I beat all of them, alright? All of them that have cutscenes in here. So, rushing through this game is impossible, I'm quite sure now. So, all I'm saying is I've got to chain some Goss Harags, and then we'll be progressing from there. But before that, nah. It might be a bit before, no. It might be a bit before, for some reason, people like Shigera Magala a lot. And, you know, I'm going to show this cutscene. Why am I doing this? Someone might be saying, but there we go. I've got my reasons. This guy is going to be really pinnacle in, people might want to know what I know in, the arriving DLC for Wales.
With its overwhelming strength, it pummels and pins down the
If not this, one of the mutants might evolve. If not this one of the mutants that is in, because they're actual variants. I spoke with randomly some guy that streams Monster Hunter. This is a cutscene for Shigeru Magala, yeah. And he was saying they're not variants of it, maybe, but technically they are. Those like Zoh Shia, and those were like mutants made off of these natural ecosystem, because Worlds takes place way in the future after this, and where people started to, there was a lost civilization after, so that's way further into the future than a lot of people might think, after Rise. And they started genetically doing a lot of genetic experiments and creating monsters off of these. So Zoh Shia, Raido, I think Raido isn't evolved. Where did Raido come from? I think Raido is an evolved form of, it's like they take genes from different monsters and fuse them. So I think part of it came off of, I think, Astalos, and they fused it with, if I'm not mistaken, I'm quite sure, they fused it with something else. I think it's Ceregios, Astalos, and something else, man. As way its skills are so hard, how it's designed. So most of the things that we fight in or in Monster Hunter Wilds are at spirit. Like, I'm kind of spoiling it for you, am I? But if you're watching this as far as you are this episode, you might have known quite a lot already. You might be a Monster Hunter fan. I didn't spoil too much, like where they come from or how you find the experiments. So I didn't spoil too much, but definitely I do believe there's another evolution of one of these variants. Shigeru Magala, is going to be arriving in the Ascendance DLC for Monster Hunter. So definitely look forward to that. But yeah, I'm going to be chaining some Goss Harag in the next episode. And yeah, so I'm going to quit. Jump over. Do I... yeah, save and quit the title screen. Just saved and then saved again after the the title screen quit. You're going to be like, what the hell is he doing? Alright, so continue. So this one is where we are. I'm just going to leave it here because I'm just going to start off after uploading the this episode. I'm going to continue on. Let's see, what time is it? 3 in the morning. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to wait till nighttime again. Because these people that I live around, this island is like freaking retarded, man. Like, it's not like a big city. I live in my house, maybe high above or a floor or something, and I've got my privacy. No, it's like your house is low down to the ground. Just about everybody's house is low down to the ground for like square miles all the way across. And people just walk to my dad's house. He's a carpenter. And it's like people come in here random every day. And there's my gran walking around outside. There's noise outside. My dad wants my window open. You know, obviously the room has the air out. I can't record anything. You're gonna hear all the trees outside. This is a freaking tropical island. So like too much wind, too much trees. There's like one mango tree next to my house. There's another further up in front. Then I've got, you know, a lot of bush at the side of it. Too much grass and trees outside. So you're going to hear a lot of like background noise if I do have that window open, daytime, sunlight coming through, messing with the, you know, the lighting for this. So I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow night or tonight because it's like 3 in the morning already. So I'm going to have to wait until later tonight. And this battery is kind of getting, you can just ZL, ZR and see the percentage, 25%, L2, R2. Yeah, so, I'm gonna cut this episode off. Thank you for watching right here. So leave a like, leave a comment if you do please, and at that button that says subscribe, it really should be saying follow. So if you are interested, click on that as well. You'll be notified whenever I make new uploads and posts. Nothing can be perfect, can it? It should be. Well, so Goss Harag armor it is as I go forth right here. Haha. Alright, so yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever and wherever you're watching. Until next upload, this has been Mr. Pokemon 907. Alright.